This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNN.Live. We're at the Precious Metal Summit 2019 in Beaver Creek, Colorado. With me right now is Rich Munson from Sandspring Resources. It's a publicly traded company. The symbols are SSP on the TSX Venture and SSPXF in the U.S. Rich, welcome to SNN.Live.
Very happy to be here, Robert. Thank you.
It's great to have you on. So for our audience, we'll start off with an overview of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Sandspring Resources is a junior developer, but we are quite unique in that we have a total resource of 10.5 million ounces of gold. We are in the country of Guyana, and we are at a stage where we're just initiating final feasibility work.
And let's get a history of the company. When did you start, and how did you develop to where you're currently at today?
Well, there's really two phases of the project. From 1999, believe it or not, when I first went to Guyana, to the year 2009, we operated as a small privately held company in Guyana. Did a little mining, did quite a bit of exploration, wound up with an inferred resource of 3 million ounces after doing some drilling, and so decided to go to the public market. Sandspring came public in 2009. We built the resource from 3 million ounces to 10.5 million ounces today. Along the way, we have picked up some significant partners. Silver Wheaton came in, Wheaton Precious Metals came into the project in 2013. Frank Justra became a major shareholder in 2015, and Gran Colombia took a position 1 year ago today, basically.
So what makes the project unique in the marketplace? I mean, is there other competitors in Guyana right now?
Well, there is two operating mines. One significant one is Guyana Goldfields, which is very close to us. What makes us unique is Bank of Montreal has canvassed all the projects held by junior developers in South America. Sandspring has the biggest project and also the highest grade project of all of those junior developer projects. So that, with the financial support we get from Wheaton, Gran Colombia, Justra, make us quite unique in the junior developer sector.
So tell us actually a little history of mining in Guyana. I mean, when has it kind of opened up its doors to foreign investors and foreign prospectors?
You know, it's been a fairly mine-friendly jurisdiction for a long time. The largest historic gold mine in South America during the 90s was the Omai mine, run in Guyana from 1994 to 2006, roughly. And of course, that was a David Fennell operation, David with Reunion Gold now. And that was quite successful, but they had a regime of $275 an ounce gold to operate in. So very difficult. The next mine that came on board was in 2016 when Guyana Goldfields started the Aurora project. And that produces about 140,000 ounces a year. We will be the next big project in Guyana. We would be in production in 2021, roughly. And it's a very good place to be. Guyana was a former British colony, so common law that we're all used to. English speaking, the only English speaking country in South America. And they are on the cusp of a transformative set of events. There's been a major offshore oil find there, and Exxon has 6 billion barrels of oil that they've discovered. So lots of things going on in Guyana, and in comparison to other places we've done business, Guyana is a very easy place to do business.
So then what's your background? I mean, it sounds like you've been in Guyana for most of your career.
Well, a fair amount. I go to Guyana once a month and have for years. It's a very personal country. You do things across the desk. I've always told people if you don't want to get anything done, send emails, faxes, and phone calls, because nothing will happen. I started in the mining business back in 1985. A partner of mine, John Adams, and I were the original Energy Fuels uranium company. We produced throughout the 90s of about 6 million pounds of uranium a year, and then also had a coal division. We got out of the uranium business when the Soviet stockpile came free trading. The price of uranium went from $18 a pound down to $6 a pound. So we took what we were able to salvage out of that and started looking for gold projects, and found Toroparu. At that point in time, the only way you could get to Toroparu was by boat, and you could only do it 2 times a year during the rainy season, because you had to portage waterfalls, you had to go through rapids, etc. So that's how we first started getting to Toroparu, was by boat. And ran a small program. As I said, we ran a small operating mine from 2002 to 2006, and I've been pretty much on the ground and dealing with government, dealing with local partners continuously since 1999.
And then from what you can tell me, what are some of the company's value catalysts now moving forward for the rest of 2019 into 2020?
Well, obviously, the price of gold has been a significant benefit for us, as well as the entire sector. We will be going into final feasibility work, so generally not a tremendous amount of news flow during that period of time, but we also have a small secondary project in the country of Colombia. We'll be doing some exploration drilling there, and that's in association with Gran Colombia Gold. So, we have a whole variety of things going on. We've been fortunate to be able to raise a fair amount of money. So we're funded for a while, which is nice to be in this market, and have, I think, tremendous upside if you look at this total resource and take a look at what it will cost us to put this into production.
And where can our audience go and find more information about Sandspring?
Well, SandspringResources.com, and we also have been mentioned several times recently in interviews with Frank Giustra. He's been on a variety of shows, possibly yours as well, I'm not sure, Robert. But he's mentioned his involvement in Sandspring, and he's excited, we're excited.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNN Live, and we're at the Precious Metals Summit 2019 in Beaver Creek, Colorado. With me again has been Rich Munson from Sandspring Resources, publicly traded company. The symbols are SSP on the TSX Venture and SSPXF in the U.S. Rich, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Robert, very much.